going to go over activity 8.3.1, which is about changes in the ecosystem in biology semester 1. So since it's just me, you, and another, feel free to just go ahead and talk back and forth with me. That would be great.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're going to talk about anaerobic and aerobic respiration. Do you know what the term aerobic means?
I know what aerobic means.
Okay, what does it mean?
You like working out?
Yes, yes.
Type of cardio?
Yeah, so like if you go to a cardio class, it's an aerobic respiration. It means with oxygen. So in science, when we put the word "an" in front of it, that just means lacking or without.
Okay.
So anaerobic would mean then what do you think? If aerobic is with oxygen, and if I say anaerobic means without, so it would be without oxygen.
Okay.
Okay, so fermentation is a process that is used in anaerobic respiration. And so the question is, fermentation is an anaerobic process, and we would say that is true. Okay, fermentation is like how we have like lactic acid fermentation, or we have fermentation like in making like beers and wines, and it's through an anaerobic process.
Oh, okay.
All right, aerobic means without oxygen. True or false? I always think about it when you say air.
Is it false?
It is aerobic without oxygen. Yes, that is false. Sorry. I'm like, wait, I have to reread it. Aerobic means without oxygen because is false. It means with oxygen because aerobic, I always think about it as air and that has oxygen in it. So that would be with oxygen. So we say false. Question on that?
No.
Okay. All right. What gas is produced during cell respiration and used during photosynthesis? We have oxygen, methane, nitrogen, or carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Okay. Yes, you are right. So when we breathe out mostly carbon dioxide. And then in return, the plants and anything that photosynthesizes is going to take that carbon dioxide and make oxygen, and then we breathe that in, and the cycle continues and continues. Awesome. I'm impressed you know that. Good job. All right, we said carbon dioxide. Okay. Both plants and animals respire, which means they go through respiration.
I'm trying to think. Respiration.
So like anaerobic and aerobic respiration.
Like they breathe in oxygen. Is that what we're saying?
Okay, so they don't necessarily have to breathe to have respiration. So that might be.
Okay.
Is this your daughter?
Yeah, my little one. My son.
Oh, your son. Hi. He's so cute.
He has a whole bunch of hair. Thank you.
He's so cute.
Check the mail out riding his bike.
So sweet. Where are you located?
In Alliance, Ohio.
Oh, okay, cool.
In the middle of nowhere.
Cool. I'm located in Memphis, Tennessee right now. So.
Oh, okay. How's the weather?
It's hot.
Okay. It's breezy here. It's about 65.
It's about 100 here with the humidity.
Okay. So you haven't got the storm yet from the Carolinas.
No, and I don't think we're going to get it. I think we're just going to live in a hot, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so both plants and animals do respire, so we'll see. Okay, all organisms are made of carbon.
I want to say yes.
I got a new member. Alex, are you just joining? Do you want to go ahead?
I want to say yes.
Yes? Okay, yes, you are right. It is true. Hey, Alex. Is this Alex? Oh, maybe not. Okay, well, Alex, if you want to chime in that you can hear me, that would be great. We're going through activity 8.3.1 in semester 1 of biology. All right, if you want to chat, send it in the chat message too. That's good with me as well. All right, lactic acid is an example of a product of anaerobic respiration. True or false? What do you think?
Is it true? Is that what we were talking about in the first question?
Yes.
About when you said the wine and the beer and all that? Okay.
So lactic acid and fermentation are both products of anaerobic respiration. So lactic acid, you know, when you like exercise or maybe you're like pulling weeds in the garden or you're doing something that's like you're using a lot of your like strength and stuff. And then the next day you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sore, right?
Yeah, I went bike riding yesterday and I'm feeling it today.
Yes, and then when you go to exercise again or try and like get some stiffness out of your muscles, you have that like feeling and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah,
so that's
right.
Lactic acid build up in your joints, and that's anaerobic respiration. So you have to kind of warm your muscles up to get that lactic acid moving again. So that's what that is. Because when you get into aerobic respiration, then you get into an anaerobic respiration threshold. You're putting your heart rate up into a certain thing, and then your body switches from aerobic to anaerobic. So that's what that's about. So yes, it is a product. True. All right. What gas is released when wood or fossil fuels are burned? Carbon dioxide, hydrogen, nitrogen or oxygen. Okay. So when
nitrogen, gas in the atmosphere. I know I went over this. It's been a while.
Right. It's like, oh, which one was it? I can't remember. Okay, do you want me to just go through it with you?
Okay.
Okay, so fossil fuels, when we burn them, or when we burn wood or fossil fuels, we release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. It's probably coming back to you now. You're probably like, oh, I knew that. And so when we do that, carbon dioxide is a naturally occurring thing that needs to be in the atmosphere. The problem is you've probably heard of like global warming or
too much of it.
Yeah. So what happens is when you get too much carbon dioxide is when it's a bad thing, because then our earth warms and we have all sorts of issues. So I always say the motto is too much of a good thing is never a good thing. Too much of carbon dioxide is not a good thing, but just enough is a good thing. It keeps our earth from freezing out. So carbon dioxide is what we're going to release. All right, number 8. What is the source of energy to drive photosynthesis? So,
sun.
Okay, yes. So, why did I press plants? I meant sun. The sun is the solar energy that we take in plants, and the plants convert it into a chemical energy. And the form of chemical energy that they turn it into is glucose, which you've probably heard of. Most people who think of glucose, they've heard glucose when they talk about like when you talk about diabetes or blood sugar levels. That's glucose, but that is what plants turn their energy from the sun. They turn it into glucose, and that's how they quote unquote eat, even though plants don't eat. I was trying to explain it to my 5-year-old. But Mom, plants don't have mouths. They can't eat. I'm like, they don't eat, but they make sugar. Okay. So yes, sun. All right. Number 9, aerobic respiration produces less cellular energy than respiration in an anaerobic environment. You know?
It's just less. Does it provide more?
Yes, it does. Aerobic respiration, depending on which scientist you talk to, produces 36 to 38 molecules of ATP, which is the cell's use of energy. And anaerobic respiration produces like 2. So it's more efficient for the cell to go through aerobic respiration because it makes more energy. Okay. Number 10, during cell respiration, energy stored in the chemical bonds of glucose, which we just talked about, what plants make, is released in the form of, and I just said this word, food, heat, ATP, or light. What's the way that our cells use energy?
Okay, what did ATP mean again?
It stands for adenosine triphosphate, and it's just the molecule that our cells use for respiration. During respiration, it's our cell's energy source, basically. So that is the form that we use during cellular respiration. It is ATP.
Okay.
All right, and last but not least, I guess we lost our Alex, so this is a nice one-on-one. We're getting some good reviews.
That's all right. Hey, I might need it on my test.
Yes, this is good. Okay. Photosynthesis takes place in the blank and releases blank. So first of all, which organelle does it take place in? And then what does it release?
Okay.
You want to take it one at a time. Do you know where photosynthesis takes place? Is it the chloroplast or the mitochondria?
The mitochondria, it sounds right.
Reverse.
Okay.
That's where cellular respiration occurs.
Okay. So the chloroplast.
Yes.
And then you said it releases.
What do plants give us?
Carbon dioxide.
That's what we give them. What
do they? That's what we give them, and then they release the oxygen off.
Yes, you got it. Good. Okay, so yes, photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast, and then releases the oxygen that we need to breathe. That's why we don't want to cut down all the trees, because we need them to breathe.
Right.
Okay. So I hope that was a helpful review for you. Maybe that'll be on your test, some of this. That would be awesome.
Just probably a few, but I don't think the other stuff will be on there.
The good news is that I am here to help you. Do you have any other questions on any other science that you have been reviewing over?
I know I don't like it. I mean, it just wasn't interesting to me. It didn't, like when I was in school, I didn't pay attention to it.
Right.
I mean, it was like kind of boring for me. It wasn't exciting. Now, if we did experiments and things like that, that would have been exciting. But it was just like read, learn, write, take it in, versus, like all the other subjects are like that. But this one, it was just like, I couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's
some parts.
It's hard, but I know that maybe since you took it so long ago, but I know that the new courses, the other teacher, Amy Defoe, she put like a lot of videos and like demos into this course now, and they're really awesome. She did such a good job. And so these people that are taking it now, they're able to see like demos, and she even uses like an apple, and she's out there like explaining the mountains. So it makes it a little bit more realistic, because it is hard to just like see science over a computer. Yeah, it's hard to like picture it real world. So I totally understand where you're coming from, and it's super unfortunate that you felt that way, because it's really cool. I'm like, science.
It's just like it was just too much to learn. It was just too much to learn.
Is like super overwhelming, but I'm glad you through it, and this